Screw it.
All right. So I think we're on chapter 43. I can't tell because,
Sounds about right.
yeah, brand new system setting everything up. So this will be a little bit rough. But hey, you know what? Let's roll with it. Anyway, so last time you guys had, I think, paid a third visit or fourth. I kind of lost count of trying to get into Iron Slog. And once again, you guys were stopped before you could get further than you did before. This time it was actually because of an ambush. Obviously, the fire giants knew you were coming, and they hired the drow that had shown up to deliver whatever it is that they had said they were going to deliver. And they kind of joined forces to essentially try to take you guys out. You did not oblige them, but you did get pretty badly banged up in the ensuing fight, and I don't think you took out any of the drow that were.
No.
No, we did not, which is partially why they let us go.
Right. And so, okay, what the hell? Oh, my windows are just flying all over the place. So what wound up happening is that they luckily weren't. They were kind of interested in you more than anything. They were kind of impressed with your fighting abilities against the fire giants, and they were intrigued as to why you were being so persistent to try and infiltrate Iron Slog. So, in an attempt to bargain for your life, you guys kind of let them onto the fact that you were looking for the conch, and they kind of sounded a little interested in that. So they agreed to let you go, saying that they'll just say that you guys took off and escaped, explaining the lack of bodies. But in the meantime, they sounded very intrigued with this conch that you were seeking. But they did stay true to their word and let you guys leave. So you guys made your way back up through the mines and to the Yak Folk village, which is pretty much where we left off from last time. And as far as what you guys plan to do or where you want to go next, it seemed like there was a bit of contention. So I'm not sure what you guys are going to do. It's going to be kind of a fly by the seat of your pants session. So bear with me as I'm looking stuff up, depending on which way you guys wish to go. But in the meantime, you guys are in the Yak Folk village, and you can decide what you want to do. I'll actually just move you over to the main overland map. You can make your choices from there. You guys are over in Iron Slog, right over here.
We should take a rest.
I still have 11 hit points. I could totally go.
I could take the whole thing.
I think in total we have like 30.
Among us? Yeah, I think
That
so.
many, huh?
Yeah, hey, we're pretty good.
But you got 11 of the 30, so...
So we didn't make it to the airship or anything yet?
Nope.
No, you guys are currently in the Yak Folk village.
Oh. We got to get to the airship.
Yeah, we should get to the airship and rest.
So you guys are going to make your way down the side of the mountain, and I can't recall what you guys had arranged in terms of like a pickup.
Well, I still have one shape change. I can change into a giant eagle and fairy people.
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was wondering how that was going to work. Okay. So you are going to change back into an eagle, and I recall last time it didn't take more than a couple trips, and you didn't park far enough away that it would expire your shape change or anything like that. So, okay. So you run off. Just a minute. I got to go grab my dice. See if anybody gets curious while you're waiting. Who is in the first flight?
I wouldn't mind seeing I have like one hit point.
Yeah, take the most pertinent folks first.
Well, actually, let me. I got a whole crap ton of healing that I didn't use. So let me heal up some folks here.
Oh, sure.
Well, I can do that
I have,
too.
some
So
healing as
let's see, how many spells do I have left? Do I have any channel?
All I have is a bunch of healing words, but I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna do
Well, and I've got one channel divinity left, so I can do preserve life.
So 13 to somebody.
Whoever needs it, take it.
I'll take that.
8 to somebody else.
I'll take that.
This would be second level. 9 to somebody.
Thank you.
Ten to somebody.
Don, you haven't taken any.
Sure,
Yep.
I'll take 10.
And one more second level. 6. Somebody.
Dave, you want
Go
that?
ahead.
If we're
muted.
okay with
Yeah.
that, I'll save my 3 first levels.
Well, and then I've got 40. I've got 40 to deal out because I had a channel divinity left, so I can do a preserve life.
Paul, how many are you down?
I'm down like 60, but I can change it into an eagle, so I won't use the eagle hit points. I'll take 10. How's that
Okay.
sound?
Sure.
Well, there's 4 of us. You can do 40.
Yeah.
You want to just give us each 10?
Yep. Everybody take 10.
All right.
All right. I will go in the second group because I can go invisible if I need to.
I have greater invisibility, plus I have dimension door, so like I can get out of places pretty easily if some shit goes down.
You dimension door to the ship?
Okay, so Don and Dave.
I don't
think that's too
remember
far
how
off.
far the ship is. Dimension
Not
door only
within
goes-
Dimension Door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it only goes 500 feet, so I
Yeah.
can't.
Okay.
Don and
Okay.
Dave. Double
Sounds
D.
good.
Okay.
D. Double D.
So
Dang,
first
dang.
trip goes out, and then Groot comes back.
So hits the eagle and we all die.
All right,
Right.
so the first group makes it to the ship, and Groot makes it back without any issue. Then grabs. Then who would be left?
Me and
Yeah.
Serendil and
Kyle.
okay.
Him and I.
Serendil and
Sam.
Samuel.
Okay,
Yep.
and so there's only one trip then back, and that also goes without incident. You don't see any sign of the fire giants inside, so you presume that the Drow were either made their way back and told them that you escaped already, or yeah, they basically covered your tracks enough that you don't have like a horde of fire giants pouring out of it.
horde of fire giants.
But now you're safe and sound on the airship, and you're far enough away that you don't need to worry about any immediate attacks as long as you kind of steer clear of Iron Slug itself. But that does beg the question, where did you want to go next?
Well, I know. I think at one point we were talking about going back and meeting up with the Harpers.
Yeah.
Well,
So what?
I mean,
what
the
would that do
Harpers-
for us?
doesn't have a like location.
Well, there's
It's not
the
like
Moonbeam
McDonald's.
Tower is in Everland. That's where you met up with them before.
Yeah.
But I mean, Harpers are like spread out. They're like secret agents. that-
Well, right, but
Right. But
like Paul said, their leader or whatever seemed to be in Everland at the time. I don't know. That was just one idea.
yeah, we also talked about going to the 2 citadels to warn them.
Well,
the dwarves.
yeah. I mean,
I mean, that's close by. It
try
wouldn't
to
take.
get the dwarves on our side. Go to Citadel Adbar and then
and
Citadel.
Felbar
Right.
say,
So
hey,
that-
you want to go kick some fire giant ass?
That was another option. And then the other was to try to find the stone giants, I think.
Well, we know where they are.
Or hill giants or whatnot.
Yeah. But I think Paul Toucher, you said the stone giants, they may be more amenable to
Well-
negotiation.
Well, only because we know monster type is sometimes neutral. I mean that was the reason why we picked them. So, because us and giants.
Well, you've
don't-
been told with no uncertain terms that, regardless of what stone giants, how they normally act, that Cain Thylethica and the stone giants in Deadstone Cleft are definitely hostile. They will kill
Yes.
small folk on sight.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
there's
well
really
then.
not much mystery around that. And anyone who's wandered into Deadstone Cleft has not returned, apart from the barbarians that live there.
Well, then, what giant race has the least hit points? Is that
Yep.
Hill Giant?
Yeah, hill giants are at the
When
were
I do-
at the
when I
bottom
do
of the
video
ord name.
games-
Hill
when you do
giants
video
were at the
games. You do Hill Giant first. Ogre.
And that's
Hill
what I
Giant.
thought. If we maybe met up with the Harpers, they may have a idea of a location
Right.
where they might be.
Yeah, we can go ask. Otherwise, I'm wondering if we just try to get our dwarven friends here to try to help us storm the.
Storm Ironslog.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well,
going to tell you
yeah,
guys what you want to do, but there's a very low likelihood that you will really be successful in that.
Right. That's
Okay.
kind of what I figure. I think.
I mean, they can stay in their citadels and die, or they can come with us and maybe a few of them die, but at least they're trying.
I think we should at least warn them of what's going on.
Well,
Yeah,
they
that's
know
what I-
that they have prisoners that have been taken there. I mean, they knew that before you even left the first time.
true. Right.
No, but what? No, but they don't know about the whole stealing the thing in the iron that the Drow brought.
giant-
That the fire giants are going to use potentially to wipe out all the dwarves.
Right.
They might find that information a little unsettling.
thing.
The Silver Surfer, so to speak.
Yeah,
whatever
exactly.
that
Yeah, exactly.
gigantic thing is they're making.
So maybe go to Citadel Adbar and just relay that information and say, hey, you might be safe in here, but if this thing, what we saw, comes to life, your Citadel may not survive.
I wouldn't say may not. It won't.
It won't. Yeah,
Right.
It's true.
Well, just so that I know that I conveyed what information you guys know, what were you planning to tell them specifically? Why would they be concerned?
We saw the big Colossus type thing, and we saw an exchange of some magical item, and
By Drow.
That is meant to bring that Colossus thing to life.
we're assuming that.
I mean, I think it's a safe assumption,
Right.
but yeah, it is an assumption. No one, I guess, told us.
Well, I guess what it comes down, it sounds like you're fixating on the dwarves when, I mean, what do you know about this thing and what the fire giants plan to use it for?
Well, we don't know. We don't know
Zero.
much.
All I know is that they were told by the Drow that it's going to kill everything in the area.
I thought if Duke Zoltal dropped the flask or whatever, that it would blow stuff up. Is what I thought.
Yeah, so
Oh, I
whatever
thought
they
they
were
were
delivering
saying-
had was a flask of some sort, and that specifically was what they were warning him against dropping.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought they
Ah.
were saying they were talking about if they brought that thing to life, it would kill everything.
Oh,
I misunderstood. That explains it.
So maybe going to we may not have as a compelling message for the dwarves as we think.
Well, you can see that. Is that interference? Can you guys hear that? Is that from me?
I hear something like a fan. Sounds like a fan.
yeah. I don't have anything going here, but yeah,
I was just on mute, so I don't think it was
air
me.
conditioning.
I'm on mute, so I don't know who can hear me.
Oh, we could all try muting, see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm muted.
I'm muted, I think. Am I muted?
I think it's you, Kyle.
Am I not muted?
No.
Oh, you're not.
Oh, then it's using my fucking mic from my camera then.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
All
not
right.
using my headset mic. So
I
that
was
must be
probably
it.
it then.
Your HVAC is working wonderfully.
Yeah.
I fixed it today.
Ah, there we go.
a mouse built a nest in it and chewed up some wires, so I had to redo some
Oh,
wires in there
Well, that's
Right.
fun.
today. Yeah.
That was
Really happy
something.
with that.
No, in terms of the Colossus itself, what you guys, I mean, you don't know a whole lot about it other than it's very large. It is using, it has at least one eye that has the eye of the drag, one of those eyes of the dragon in it.
Oh.
Then, other than that, and then it has something to do with this flask that was delivered by the Drow to the fire giants.
Well, I say go to Everland, heal up, re-equip, see if the Harpers have any intel on where the Hill Giant Enclave might be, and if they don't, well, then we go march into the Valley of Death of Deadstone Cleft. I don't know. And do an aerial bombardment from Upchuck.
The other thing is, do any of you guys have like a sending spell or something like that where you could send a message to the dwarves if you were looking to warn them? Then
I thought one of us
Well,
did.
I do have sending.
There you go. You might have to do it tomorrow, but
yeah,
Yeah.
well, wherever you guys go, it's
Mhm.
probably going to take more than a day. So
sure.
Yeah, so I could do that.
So you send like a message to somebody you're familiar with, type thing.
To Citadel Adbar. Fire giants, huge forge, huge thing, possible danger for dwarven kind.
yeah, you guys had not been to Citadel Felbar yet, so you don't really know anyone. Well, you know,
Right.
Crack was from there,
Right.
and what's his name? The other dwarf who rescued you from the dragon.
Oh yes.
Otherwise, the bulk of the dwarves you met were actually in Citadel Adbar.
Yep. Since we saved their bacon with their killed
Right.
their controlled dwarves,
Yeah,
possessed dwarves. So
Yeah.
we're good there.
In terms of individuals to contact, you had spoken with Harnoth, who is the leader of Citadel Adbar, the king.
Yep.
And you should make it clear that even though they are rivals, they should let Felbar know about the situation as well.
Oh yeah, you didn't get the impression that there was enmity or anything between the two
No.
citadels. In fact,
Okay.
they definitely. I mean,
should,
they're different clans, but they're
Yeah.
very closely related, and people have
Okay.
dwarves have
Yeah,
relatives.
you should let all the dwarves know about this.
So it's not like those two towns that hated each other earlier in the campaign.
Oh. Tribor and Yarder.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah, nothing like that. Oh, you got to leave it to humans to have that sort of.
Right.
We
He
could
has
try
a
to
slightly
contact-
different hair color. He must be evil. Kill him! Kill him!
We
No,
could
yeah,
try
the
to
dwarves-
find out where the hill giants are.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, maybe the Harpers know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the impression I get is you're going to make your way to Everland, to Moongleam Tower, to
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
check that out. Okay, and so you're going to get about 8 miles a day, and you are about, let's see, assuming you make it straight there, it's 255 miles.
Only 8 miles a day, huh?
And a flying ship?
The
Well,
covered wagon did 40 with the horses.
Thought the airship was a little faster than that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just going off of the way it's described. You're going straight as the crow flies. That's what's saving you time. And it does actually vary based on headwind or tailwind. If you get a good tailwind, you can get up to 12 miles an hour. If it's crappy out, you can go slower.
So 8 miles per hour. So
Oh, I see.
So 8 miles per hour if we
Okay,
fly for
he's-
24
yeah.
hours, that's a
Got
few
it.
more miles, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said per day.
Oh, did I say?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I meant per
Yeah.
You
hour.
just said 8 miles per day.
Oh, no.
okay.
Yeah, that would be excruciatingly slow.
It's like we could walk faster than that.
Sorry, my bad then. Yes, 8 miles an hour, not per day. So it's
We
about
go
twice as
almo-
fast as walking speed. And
We can go almost 200 miles in 24 hours.
right, so it'll take you about a day and a half or thereabouts to reach
Yeah.
Everland, but that'll be enough
Okay.
time for you'd be resting on the ship. You can, prepare your
Yep.
sending spell and send any messages that you want to, or any other types of communications you might want to do.
Level up, you know.
Nice try.
Yeah, so far you haven't gotten a single conch, so that's probably going to be a while.
Yeah. We'll just fake one. We'll make one up.
Right.
Right.
So you make it. Well, we'll say, let's see, about basically you get to the Nether Mountains or thereabouts.
we
before-
all get a full rest.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
that
you
good
yes
stuff.
can take a long rest.
a
I'll
long
see if
rest,
anything
yeah.
happens with the ship itself. No, you see some flying creatures in the distance, but nothing really comes close, and you're far enough off the ground. Now, when you're flying over land like this, they take the ship up pretty high, so you're above most other air traffic from like creatures flying and so forth. So you're able to take a long rest and continue. The
Yay.
crew obviously can keep the ship going, while you're resting, so you don't have to stop or anything like that.
We don't see any flying castles or anything.
No.
Damn.
I'm trying
Where's
to
our
think how
buddy
far. I'm
Zephyros?
trying to think how far you would actually see being up that high. Well, it's going to be probably limit of your vision. What is a human's
Mhm.
average vision?
I mean, it depends on
In the
circumstances.
conditions of the weather, right?
Yeah.
So
How
we'll just-
cloudy is it?
Yeah.
I would just arbitrarily pick something.
Yeah, I'll just roll like a D8. So like 7 miles. Does that seem?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a relatively clear day, and yeah, you don't see any castles or really anything in the immediate vicinity. No
Don't
columns.
see a fin. Don't see a fin coming up through the cloud deck, and ominous
Yeah.
music.
Well, you're not above the clouds really, because then you'd be starving of oxygen
Okay.
and freezing to death.
Well, we wouldn't be able to see that.
No, you're not quite that high. It's cool. It's definitely cooler up here, but you have your jacket. You were already in the north, so you've got winter
Yes.
gear, so you're well protected. But no, nothing that you can see that's out of the ordinary, at least at the height you're at. So the journey continues. Don, if you want to cast your spell, you can. Just
Yep.
let me know what you want to say.
So it's 25 words or less. So let's see.
You type it in chat.
Yeah, I'm just.
Put heads between legs. Kiss butt. Goodbye. Stop.
Goodbye is one word.
Don looks like he's writing something.
I am. I'm just. 14. So I'm thinking something like forging a weapon that threatens all. Let's see. 2. All right, let's something like that. That seemed like a should get the message across.
I think it threatens the whole, everybody, not just Dwarven kind.
Yeah.
Also, that last sentence could be construed differently. I would just say,
Right.
we are willing to fight with you.
Okay.
We're willing to join you on a raid to
Yep.
remove threat.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Let us know when prepared. Yeah, sure.
And if I
So
recall,
yeah, modify that last sentence as we will
Yeah.
join you on a raid. Whatever, yeah, what Tim said.
We are willing to join
When you
with you on a raid to remove threat.
Yep. So that.
okay, so send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you're familiar. The creature hears a message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately. So, you send it.
And he's like, fuck!
We get his answer machine. He is not home right now. If you leave a message.
Message MD 41. The subscriber you are attempting to reach.
The reply from King Harnoth is something to the effect of, need more details on the weapon. Please advise.
Okay. Do we know
more details on the weapon and imminence of threat.
Do we know more details?
Well, we know it's a gigantic metallic of some sort statue, right?
That's made of adamantium, yeah.
Or yeah.
You just say giant adamantium statue. How imminent is it? I don't know. Do we know?
Well, it definitely wasn't fully completed yet. The Giants were still assembling it, so there are pieces that were missing.
We could say not imminent, but attack now would be easier to thwart their plans potentially, as opposed to if this thing was up and ready to go.
Could thwart an offensive.
Not fucked yet. Yeah, but not much time. Giant teen statue.
Could be animated.
That kind of goes without saying, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because if it's just a big ass statue, it's not really much of a threat.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess.
Not complete, but likely. So what do we? I don't know. But they received something from Drow that will allow them to complete, right? Something like that.
Well, what specifically would they care about that?
Uh,
Yeah, why would you say giant adamantine statue not complete yet, but attack soon would be
higher chance of success.
means higher chance of success, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I
we'll
mean,
see
do we have
that.
any idea how imminent this thing is? Is it like months out, weeks out, days out?
Right.
Hours
yeah.
out?
Well, it's impossible to say. You know that the Giants now have been working for quite a few months gathering these pieces that they're, scouring the entire realms looking
Right.
for through all the, these. So these pieces that they're finding, they're generally, yeah, it's hard to say. Some of these things may be pieces that were assembled. You know that the forge has been working too, so it's not completely like, just reassembling pieces that they're finding elsewhere. But there are other pieces that look like they were dirtier than others when you saw it. Well, I mean, Groot is the only one that saw it, so all of this is like secondhand. For all you know, Groot was having a really vivid hallucination. But yeah, so in terms of timetable, it's taken them this long to get like maybe 3/4 of the pieces together.
Okay.
But it's sometimes like with any project, it's that last 10% that takes like half the time type of thing. So you really don't know.
Yeah, just maybe say unable to estimate completion. Just wanted you to be aware. Just a little, hey, might be something bad here in the near future. We can't exactly say when, as we were getting our asses kicked, retreating for the fourth time. But give them details. Yeah, it's a giant adamantine statue, not complete yet, unable to determine how imminent it would be ready to go. It's about all we can say. Just informing you of a potential threat as friends.
Okay, so you're going to cast a second spending with
Yep.
that second.
Yep.
Okay. So you do that, and the reply is Citadel Adbar thanks you for your kindness. We, get in touch when you wish to arrange something. Because they really don't have a
Okay.
means to contact you.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So with that, you guys kind of finish your trip. You reach Everland probably, I'd say, midday or less, maybe before noon. And you basically
Do we
can...
get long rest through that?
Yes, sure. Well, you took the long rest last night, so it'd be midday.
Well, I'm just saying during that whole time period, we had time to long rest. So
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
you long
Yep.
rested over the previous night.
okay.
Yep.
So you can land the balloon in the courtyard of Moongleam Tower. I don't know. Is this the first time you guys have been here since you got the airship? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Oh,
Okay, so yeah, so you guys approach the tower. You know that there's definitely room on the grounds to land. However, this balloon coming in, this airship on this big red balloon coming in, does draw a fair amount of attention. And you're very quickly surrounded by a whole bunch of wizards, acolytes and otherwise. In fact, Archmage Crowan is out there with them. So when it lands, do you guys come out or?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, well,
Hey,
when you guys
remember us?
yeah, so as soon as you emerge from the ship, the Archmage Crowan recognizes you and kind of like holds up his hands to everybody else, saying, "Yeah, okay, don't fireball it."
Samuel, get out there. Do your secret wave handshake, whatever.
It's a dance, actually. An interpretive
Cool.
dance.
Even better.
Yeah,
Roll
so
for
We are-
performance.
yeah,
We are
Crowan,
guards,
Crowan
after
greets
all.
you, and yeah, he's very interested in where you got this airship, and who are these guys that are with you, and what's the deal?
Well, break out a barrel of ale, boy. Do we have some stories for you?
Basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what you last talked to them about. It's been
Oh,
quite a while
boy.
now. I'd have to go back.
Last time we were there, we fought off the 2 cloud giants that were disguised as whatever cats or whatever, and we put them
Tressum.
in the sleeping bags and kicked the snot out of them, and then they escaped. And yeah,
Yeah, right. Definitely remember what happened. I just can't remember all the details of where you were going from there. Because the first time you were there, you went. You
Oh, we
tried to
went-
go.
Didn't we go to Silvery Moon?
You were going to try to go to Silvery Moon, and then the
Oh,
Cloud Giants
yeah.
sabotaged the teleporter,
Right,
and that's when you
that's
wound up
right.
in the middle of the ice mountains.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they found Harshnag and sent him to find you, and he
Yeah.
delivered the teleporter, the recall device,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
let you get back there. So then you had
Yep.
I can't remember what your next step was after that.
Yeah.
Well, we should tell them about the mountain being brought down with what's her name disguised as a frost giant.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
Oh, the
Archmage.
Blue Dragon, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, definitely the Archmage wants to, have a, kind of a full debriefing of, I mean,
Sure.
you guys are really under no obligation to him at all, except for Samrel, who's, a member of the Harpers. But,
Yeah,
he's
but we like Harpers.
Yeah.
All right. They're
right,
all
and
Kind
he's very
Kind of.
interested and wants to know the progress of this because it obviously affects everybody. And
Well, yeah, we'll tell them what we find out about what caused the ordning and how to fix it, and that's what we're trying to get the piece so we can attempt to fix it.
Right.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't happen to have a conch laying around, would you?
so, yeah, if you guys, well, he'll just kind of arrange a meeting for you after you get freshened up, and he says that they're kind of like they kind of look askance at the dragon cultist.
Isn't Relics here too?
Yeah, oh, definitely. I was just gonna say
Yeah.
if you're attending the meeting, Relix will be there, and he's overjoyed to see you and greets
Right.
you. Just the whole cat thing of like, twining around your legs and everything like that. But yeah, they'll allow the dragon cultists to stay, not necessarily in the tower, but they'll have some guest quarters outside that they can hang out while waiting for you guys to return. But in the meantime, yeah, they'll have like a, in the meeting in the same room. Obviously, no Tressum are invited besides Relix. But yeah, and the Daviana isn't going to be there. She's busy doing other things. But Crowan will definitely want to kind of debrief you and get a full scoop on what you've seen. And he says he has some information for you as well.
Ooh, okay.
Well,
So
I like
you give him
information.
the full rundown of
Oh yeah.
your adventures. You met up with Harshnag. You went to the Temple of the Allfather, and you found out about the ordning and the fact that you needed to get to Maelstrom, which is the hidden fortress of the Storm Giants, because King Hecaton is missing. Nobody knows where he is, and that has led
Yes.
to this kind of complete breakdown of order. Besides the actual shattering of the ordning, the Storm Giants who were at the top are now kind of in chaos, and they're being led by one of his daughters, and possibly two of his other daughters are not
Yeah.
kosher with it in some way.
Yep.
And So the only way you can get to Maelstrom to kind of figure this out, that's kind of where the Oracle said you need to go to kind of get at the root. The root of the problem needs to be to find King Hecaton, and the only way to do that is to speak or talk to the storm giants at Maelstrom. And to do that, you need a conch, one or more. You're not sure how many.
Yeah.
You know that these conches were able to transport basically a giant lord and possibly one other giant, but how that translates into the number of small folk, or if it is
Little folk, yep.
literally just
Yep.
like one, and a +1, if you need
Yeah.
basically one for every 2 people that want to transport, or if it's
Yeah.
if it scales by size, you're not sure. And
Yep.
you know the location of 2 of actually 3 of these conches, them being set up by, again, just going over the locations here. Ironslag obviously was one of them, and you had been trying to make inroads there, but were facing numerous challenges in doing so. The other 2, one of them is at the Frost Giant fortress of Sjardborg in the Sea of Moving Ice, and the other is way to the southeast at Deadstone Cleft, which is the Stone Giants.
Yep. Yep.
You know that another giant lord would be Chief Gu of the Hill Giants,
Yep.
but you don't know where
Their enclave is.
exactly.
Well, just looking back on our notes, there was a note, something about somewhere Golden Fields was mentioned.
Golden Fields was where you defended against the Hill Giants. They attacked it.
Okay,
Wow.
so that was Tribor? Or wait, or is that farther?
Tribor is
Okay, yep, Golden. Okay, no, Golden Fields was the town, right?
yeah.
right,
Golden
right.
Fields with the
And
town
They came from
where the
they
Emerald.
came somewhere from the east, but we don't know where.
Yeah. So yeah, Golden Fields was the Emerald
Right.
Enclave's kind of headquarters.
Yep.
That's where both Groot and Mirror have ties to that.
Right.
So somewhere around that area, roughly, you think is possibly where it is, but you're not really sure. They led you. You did capture some hill giants,
Yeah.
but them being so stupid, they got lost and couldn't find their own.
Well,
base.
looking at the map, to the east and southeast of Golden Fields is a area called the Forlorn Hills. Hill Giant? I don't know. Maybe.
Well, there's lots of hilly areas around.
Yeah, that's true. But they're like right there.
I'm not even finding. There's Golden Fields.
Can't we just follow the smell?
Yeah.
Well, you guys were walking around quite a while and with these giants, and you got pretty pissed off because they wasted like 2 days of time just wandering around the
Right.
countryside.
I don't know. Where are you from? I don't know. Yep. That's a point. So, like I said, so we ask our buddies, like, so do you have any insight or intel where these Chief Gu and her Hill Giant Enclave might be holed up in this area?
Well, that is definitely outside their normal
Okay.
where they would concern themselves with. They probably could send some scouts out. The teleportation network could get them to Waterdeep, and then from there, they could send some people out and start scouting around the area. But I mean, this is a pretty wide area, and
Yeah.
you don't have much
Yeah.
to go on. So I mean,
Right.
they could be spending.
No, I don't. Yeah.
It would, they could
Weeks.
send them out for like a week. I mean, and they're reasonably friendly with the people at Golden
Yeah.
Fields. Again, especially if one of you 2 guys got in, were able to send a message in some way, that would positively identify yourself as being allied, and they would remember, your adventuring party too. You obviously saved Golden Fields' ass, so they still owe you kind of a debt of gratitude. So if they know that they're doing this on behalf of you guys, and plus if it helps eliminate the hill giant threat, they will send some rangers out as well who can do the job a hell of a lot faster than a bunch of wizards could in terms of like scouting the area. But you got to kind of also presume that they probably, it's in their interest to find this place too. So they probably have had people out looking as well. And so far, I mean, you haven't contacted them, so you're not sure, but you don't know.
Contacted someone at Golden Fields. Well, that might be a start. Hey, or have either who's allied with them, Groot
Yeah, Groot and Mirror are both, I think. You guys are both members of the Emerald Enclave, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Well, and they're pretty happy with us since we help protect the place.
But if the message came from one of the, the Emerald Enclave, and say, hey, have you got any leads on where those hill giants might be roaming around the area?
Right.
So yeah, if you guys, again, you could use another sending spell if you want to, or if you have some other means to communicate with them, you could do that, or you could.
Well, I can, I got one more sending spell I can burn.
You should have plenty more, because didn't we?
Leveled up. Yeah. Or not leveled up, but.
No, I took a long rest, and I've used two of my
since the last time you rested.
slots. So yeah, I send another one. I do another long rest. I'll get my slots back. So.
Okay. So in the meantime, so that's he doesn't have any. Archmage Crowan doesn't have any immediate information that would lead you to where Groot-Hug, which is the fortress of the hill giants, where that might be. He does, though, have some more information on the cloud giants. Since your last encounter with them, when they actually had stolen, if you recall, when those cloud giant infiltrators actually stole
some of their artifacts,
right? Specifically, the other dragon's eye. They had another one of those dragon's eyes.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that the cloud giants, one of the two, again, one of them you managed to take down, the other one escaped. So basically all the wizards at Moongleam Tower have been busy, trying to track down where this cloud giant went, and who is he taking this to? And they discovered that the cloud giant made his way to essentially the fortress of the leader of the cloud giants, who's Countess Sansuri. Let me put these in chat because these might be names you want to remember.
Yeah.
So she actually is located. She's got her own floating castle called Lin Armal. I can't pronounce it right. But that's basically a floating castle, and that is where the cloud giant absconded with this too. And they actually even managed to trace where this is. It moves about, but presently they've got basically some people tracking, some wizards kind of tracking this as it moves, and as it changes direction, they communicate telepathically to try to stay on top of this. The current location is actually in the Evermoors, so it's right about there.
Are the cloud giants more likely to be receptive to visitors?
Well, that's interesting that you should say that. The cloud giants are they were high up in the ordning, second only to storm giants in terms of their.
Where did you say the current location of the Dragon Eye?
The Dragon Eye
Is-
was taken to Lin Armal, which is
Okay.
the floating
Which is
castle
the
of the
floating
Cloud
castle.
Giants.
Okay.
It presently is located in the Evermoors to the west of Everland.
Okay. Got
The Cloud Giants in general are kind of aloof, less reclusive than the Stone Giants are, but also maybe more haughty. Let me just pull up here. Let me see.
So we just have to kiss more ass.
Think they're kind of royalty in a way.
Kind of,
Kind of.
yeah. If you give me a second here, I'll.
which we're so good at. So it's really close.
Yeah. So, let's see. Just looking up what you would know from the Monster Manual about Cloud Giants in general, or what Archmage Carlin could tell you. They're high and mighty, spread to the winds, encompassing vast areas of the world. In times of need, scattered Cloud Giant families band together as a unified clan. However, they can seldom do so quickly. Tuned to the magic of their airy domains, Cloud Giants are able to turn into mist and create clouds of billowing fog. They dwell in castles, on high mountain peaks, or on the solid clouds that once held their fiefs. Still gracing the skies on occasion, these magic clouds are a lasting remnant of the giants' lost empires. Better spellcasters than most other giants, some Cloud Giants can control weather, bring storms, and steer the wind almost as well as their cousins, the Storm Giants.
Damn.
Although Cloud Giants are lower in the ordning than Storm Giants, the reclusive Storm Giants rarely engage with the rest of giant kind. As a result, many Cloud Giants see themselves as having the highest status and power among the giant races. They order lesser giants to seek out wealth and art on their behalf, employing fire giants as smiths and crafters, and using frost giants as reavers, raiders, and plunderers. Dim-witted hill giants serve them as brutes and combat fodder, sometimes fighting for the Cloud Giant's amusement. A Cloud Giant might order a hill or frost giants to steal from nearby humanoid lands, which it considers to be a fair tax for its continued beneficence. So they're generally neutral, but some of them could be neutral good, some of them could be neutral evil.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 50-50. But they're generally considered to be kind of above. Now, as for these giants, it's hard to say. I mean, quite obviously, some of these giants infiltrated Moongleam Tower and the Harpers.
Well,
And stole this artifact. Now, whether they were doing so on direct orders of Countess Sansuri or not, you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Harshnag was one of those too, right?
Harshnag was a frost giant.
Not,
He was a
not
frost
Harshnag.
giant.
The
Zephyros.
Zephyros.
Mhm.
That's who I meant.
Cloud
The
giant.
flying guy.
Yes. And
Yeah,
if you
he
remember
was-
way back at the beginning of the campaign, you still have a suspicion that some cloud giants were responsible for the attack on. I completely spaced on the name. Not Golden Fields, but
Nightstone.
yes, Nightstone,
On Nightstone.
and actually
yeah.
stole the Nightstone itself.
Right. Yeah.
So there's a bit of a pattern of artifacts being taken for some reason, but you're not
Right.
quite sure.
No.
And that's actually what worries Archmage Crowan, is that pattern. And he does find it interesting that these two Dragon Eyes, one of them is in the possession of the Fire Giants, and one of them apparently now is in the possession of the Cloud Giants. And
Now, isn't that what I was trying to research earlier? Remember? Back, and then we went to my father's in Waterdeep, and he was supposed to get it and the information.
well, yes, that's how
Yeah.
that's who the Fire Giants took it from. Yazloth Cloud,
Ah.
what's his name? He was the one
he took it
researching
from
it,
them.
and then
Right.
it was taken from
Yeah.
him. He wound up killed, and
Yep.
then you didn't know at the time who took it, but then later you found it actually in the eye
Right.
of this Colossus that you found.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was trying to correlate all that.
Yes, it's kind of you're putting the pieces together, and based on again what you describe of this Colossus. Let me just see. Yeah, Archmage Crowan doesn't know much about that, but he has a suspicion he might be able to find out some more.
Good.
He also knows that aside from the artifact, the Cloud Giant infiltrators took a number of spell books and other things. In fact, some of his personally researched spells went missing. Were in one of these spell books. So, yeah, if you guys are of the interest in visiting or infiltrating Lynn Armal in any way, and manage to recover the artifact, and that obviously you'd be very, very grateful. And just trying to see here, he knows that he's got at least one spell that might come in handy for you guys and your travails. What is it? He actually had a customized version of the Seeming spell. Give me a second here. Yeah, it's basically it's a 6th level variant of the Seeming spell, which is the only difference is that instead of allowing a change up to only a foot in height, it actually allows the illusion to be a creature up to 2 sizes larger. So a medium creature could be huge. And its duration is reduced from 8 hours down to 1 hour. But this custom spell, which he creatively called Crowan Seeming Larger, was in one of these spell books that were taken by the Cloud Giant infiltrators. So, I mean, he would be able, more than willing to let you guys copy that spell if you wanted your own copy of it, or if you wanted to spend the time to actually have it inscribed, which is ridiculously expensive and long. They would cover the cost. But normally it takes like 8 weeks and costs 15,000 gold pieces to inscribe a 6th level spell, according
Holy
to
crap.
Xanthar's guide, which I actually think is kind of ridiculous. But
Yeah.
they would be definitely willing to cover the cost of transcribing it if you wanted to, because I know, Tim, I think you would be the only one that could cast it, and it still would be beyond your level, so you would kind of need it as a scroll to cast it from.
Sure. Okay.
And obviously, if you guys wanted any other stuff, they would be, happy to give you guys a discount and so on and so forth.
Well, so let's think about this. If we did want to go and pay a visit to Countess Sansuri, do we go over and say, "Hey, so we kind of know what's going on with the whole giant hierarchy. You help us out. You may wind up at the top of the heap."
Well, that's kind of what Archmage Crowan was thinking, is that perhaps somehow this, he doesn't know if there's like some kind of a blatant rivalry going on here, but like you said, one of them has one dragon eye, the other has the other.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow playing the two against each other might work out to be beneficial in some way.
I agree.
And he obviously wouldn't think it to be actually a good thing if one of them had both, because he doesn't know what Countess Sansuri wants the dragon eye for. Based on what your story is, it sounds pretty obvious that Duke Zalto would want both of them for this Colossus that is being built.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would seem to be an extraordinarily bad idea for him to get both of them.
There's our bargaining chip. We go to him and say, "Give us your conch, and we'll tell you where the other eye is." It's still up to him to get it.
He might kill us on sight.
Yeah, you don't get the impression that he was very amenable to conversation the last time you saw him,
Yeah, true.
considering you killed his son.
He doesn't know that.
That was
Yeah, no, I think
accident.
He does. I think
That
he
was
does.
his least favorite son.
Right.
Can always make more.
We killed Fredo for you. Come on, what do you?
Didn't
What
kill his wife
do
yet.
you a favor?
Maybe we could offer to do that.
Right.
It'll be amenable to him.
You could take one of your mistresses.
Kyle,
Yes.
can you just a minute here? Can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Uh-oh.
Saving. Oh boy.
Oh my
Sure
God.
can.
Okay, thank you.
I think I passed.
Kyle, Samuel falls over unconscious. Boom.
Yeah.
I forgot to breathe.
Wow.
I fell asleep. What
You
were you
have-
saying?
You have the curse of Waldry tonight.
I always roll terrible. I don't know. Roll 20 hates me.
It hates all of us.
So what happens to our
Paul
buddy
rolls
Samuel?
so well.
What was that?
So what happens to our
Yeah, does
buddy
anything happen?
Samuel?
Nothing as far as you know. He was maybe trying to remember something or.
Oh man, what was it?
You forgot to turn off the oven, didn't you?
Shit, I forgot.
The airship goes up in flames.
Oh crap!
Yeah, so
My spinach puffs.
yeah, that's basically what he wanted to relate to you guys is that information. Especially since you guys were there when this was taken, and you know about this other dragon eye, and it obviously the information that you gave him reinforces that about seeing this other dragon eye in this colossus that Duke Zelto has. So that's really kind of seems like there's something there, but he not he doesn't sure he isn't sure what you guys should make of it. They have not had any more incursions of the cloud giants since then.
Nice.
Well, we know where the cloud giants are. We don't know where the hill giants are.
Right.
Did you
That is-
send a note to Golden Fields?
No, I did not yet.
Well, what would we rather do? Would we rather go to Linar Mall and maybe sneak in and get some clues, or try to parlay with them, or do we want to figure out where the hill giants
Well, I
are?
was just trying to see what we had in party loot that they might. We could play the hey, we're willing to go in and if you help us out a little bit, you could wind up at the top of the ordning when all is said and done. Since all the stuff going on with King Hecaton and his daughters and stuff, there could be room for new leadership, so to speak, if you help us out.
Yeah, in terms of he really can't. He's never met or really heard anything about Countess Sensory himself, so he's not sure what her disposition would or wouldn't be. Obviously, she has no qualms whatsoever about either directly sending spies and infiltrators in, or accepting goods obtained through those types of activities. He does know, based on the reports of their scouts, that Limarmol is, well, for one thing, it's up in the air, so you're going to need the airship or flying mounts of some sort to get up there.
Yeah, let's
Oh, we-
strafe it.
It's
There's a
heavily
flying ship,
fortified.
and then we can just eagle over.
Yeah.
It's heavily fortified. There's like numerous, crossbows and giants on the periphery of this castle, and he knows that there have been griffins reported flying around it. So there's obviously they have air support in terms of guards. So, yeah, he says it's probably not something he would recommend some kind of a full frontal assault on.
Oh well, shoot. there goes our ace card.
That said, it's not. I mean, it's there are occasionally lower clouds that can obscure it. So depending on the weather or even possibly the time of day, it's possible you could approach it at night unseen, even in the airship. I mean, the airship is completely silent when it's moving.
Mm-hmm.
And cloud giants, as far as, well, let's see. Actually, if you want to give me a survival check, perhaps.
I'll do that.
Please don't roll the 0. Hey-o!
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Mirror, you're quite sure that cloud giants, like most giants, actually don't have any kind of special, like, they don't even have dark vision.
Okay.
So it's not like they would necessarily see any better at night than any other like defender of a fortress would at night.
Sure.
So, if you were able to infiltrate it in the dark, if you're able to approach, quietly, get dropped off or something, and it's basically this big cloud bank that this castle's sitting on. So,
Sure. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not impossible that you could get in there and possibly find stuff out, but then you definitely would be, if you were caught, your chance of negotiation would also probably substantially decrease.
Well, that's why we came here, is to talk. I know I have this dragon eye in my hand, but I wanted to ask you what it was. Oh, wait, I just said. Never mind. Yeah, let's do that. I asked
Try
I
and
asked,
sneak in.
I asked Relics if he enjoys being here and if he's been treated very well.
Do you have a telepathic communication with him? I can't remember.
No, it understands common, but it doesn't talk.
Right.
But I could probably tell by him pawing me or something that he's happy.
Yeah, he indicates in a nonverbal way that he seems very content, but he's also very glad to see you.
Right. Nice. I tell him I'm glad to see, I think, him too.
Yeah, he definitely feels safer with the
And
folks.
traveling around.
Yeah, especially now you got an airship. I'm sure he would love flying.
Right. Hey, could catch some birds.
So, yeah, unfortunately, this probably didn't crystallize your plans. It just gave you another option and to choose between.
Right. Yeah. Tim's still there? Looks
Yep.
Oh, okay. You're not frozen.
Paul's very
Well-
quiet.
Yeah, yeah.
He is.
Rude.
Well, like I said, we know where the cloud giants are. I mean, if we sneak in, I mean, do we want to go in from the point of saying, "Hey, you help us"? Do we want to go in and try and work a deal with them, or do we want to sneak in and try and find information and hopefully not get caught, and hopefully I don't roll like a 1 on a stealth check and fall down and have my armor bang all over?
No, she won't have a conch, correct?
No, she would, because she's the Lord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she is the leader of the.
She's got one.
She is
Got
the leader
it.
of the Cloud Giants.
Okay. I get them confused with the storm giants.
Nope, the storm giants were at the top of the ordering. The cloud giants are right below the storm giants.
Yeah, and the leader of the storm giants is gone.
King Hecaton, yes.
King Hecaton, yes.
Yeah.
You know, play it up to like, hey, maybe it's time for the cloud giants to be on top and running things.
Right.
You probably do a better job.
And they're in
You know.
disarray right now.
Yeah, prime opportunity. You know, if we approach in the airship and somehow we get a message to them, an actual message saying, "Hey, we may be able to help you with regards to the ordning. We would greatly appreciate an audience with you to see if we can't come to some sort of a business agreement."
Maybe Groot could like fly right in. And then
Where would I fly into?
Lynn
Cloud Giant.
Armal Fortress, the Flying Fortress.
I mean, we'd try to find it with the airship,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, and then approach them and hey,
fly over as an eagle, change into a giant gorilla, and just drop in and said, "Boom!"
well, or we fly up there and like
Right.
make signal that we want to talk to them.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, not a threat or
Nothing
anything.
threatening. Yeah.
Flag. Do you understand us?
Yeah, again, like I said, cloud giants are generally neutral. They could be neutral good, they could be neutral evil, or it could be both of them at Lynn and Armal for But
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I would guess if we got close enough and just like held a position that they would send someone out, maybe riding a griffin,
Probably.
and hey,
Yeah.
what are you here for? Say, hey, we would like to speak with your lord. We have a potential business proposition for that could wind up being very beneficial for cloud giants kind. Put it that way and see what they say.
Or they could just attack us. But
Well,
we'll see. Yeah.
yeah.
It's worth a shot. But
We don't typically do very well trying to sneak in.
no. Mm-mm.
Not of late, anyway.
Yeah, I would just ask for an audience.
Yep.
They can always tell us to fuck off.
Yeah,
Right.
be all ass
Yeah.
kissy and stuff like that, and say how great the cloud giants are and how we admire you and
We're very impressed with their infiltration of the Harpers. you know?
Yeah.
Although we did kill some of them, so I don't know how that'll be looked upon. So yeah, I don't know. Does everybody think do that?
It works for me.
Me too.
So, yeah, the other option you've got besides, again, you haven't contacted Golden Fields and you haven't really looked into the Deadstone Clef either. Again, all Crowan really knows about that is that it's pretty much, as the dragon cultists warned you about, that it's generally pretty dangerous and deadly there.
Sure.
Although what the specific threats are, he doesn't really know. Again, it's kind of like more of like a rumor, once you go in there, you don't come out type of thing. And that it is actually fairly unusual for the stone giants at Deadstone Cleft to be so unusually hostile. So it seems pretty obvious that Thane Calithica is unusually cruel or has a bee in her bonnet about killing small folk or something, because that's not the norm.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I think we should do this cloud castle.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So then, if that's the case, you're free to stay in, Moongleam Tower overnight. Rest up.
Yep.
Get some free food. They, are somewhat depleted in terms of their available magics, but definitely, if you guys wanted some specific spells or something like that, you basically, because of Samril's membership, you essentially get kind of an honorary 50% discount on any of that. So,
Ooh. I don't know. I would just want some potions of healing, personally, and maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Featherfall.
I want a
Yeah.
staff of the serpent
You want a staff of the serpent
or python, whatever that I lost. the last
replacement?
time. I want- Need to have a small morning ceremony to.
Yes, we should do that
We should raise a toast to the.
yes.
Raise a toast to my staff.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a ring of feather falling since we're going to
let's
a
see.
giant castle.
I
And
mean,
we're
I
flying
have-
around in a ship.
I have Featherfall.
Yeah, but it doesn't help me if I'm falling.
I've got my minute of flying that would at least stop me from hopefully dying a horrible
Technically-
My
splat
minute of
death.
falling is going, oh my god, I'm going to hit
Ah!
the ground.
You can
Boom.
cast Featherfall on up to 5 falling creatures within range. So
Okay.
I can cast it on you as you're falling away from me.
What's the range?
60 feet.
Oof.
I mean, it's not massive, but I
Same.
can use it on you, though. I guess that's the important part.
Let's see. Well, a ring of feather falling.
And I would chip in for a step in the
Yes.
Rare.
for Paul.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's pretty rare. I doubt
It's
that.
considered rare.
That's just hanging.
Okay, I'm just looking up in Xanthar's
Well, it's
guide.
only uncommon. I thought it would be.
I'm finding it as rare.
Which one?
Ring of feather falling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in lieu of that, I would at least want, like I said, a couple of healing potions, because if I'm going to be bashed by giants, I want to be able to quickly re-up.
Okay, so
You
um
wand of magic missiles or paralysis.
I'm gonna have to.
No.
I have to look these up each one at a time. So let me tackle these one at a time.
Sure.
I'm just gonna use Xanthar's guide, which is for buying magic items. This isn't something normal, but you guys are getting kind of like an in, so to
Yeah.
speak. It looks like it's normally a charisma persuasion check. Well, wait, that's to determine the quality of the seller. That's not really the issue.
I already have a wand of magic missiles.
Are you telling Groot that, or are you telling me?
Yeah, I'm letting
Okay.
Groot know. So. I mean, if you want one,
No, to me, I'm all about beasts and shit.
Yeah.
So
I do have one elixir of healing, and then I've got. I'm trying to see what I've got. I've got one potion of healing greater, and then I've got a charm of restoration in case we need to use any restoration of some sorts.
It looks like the check is still based on the charisma persuasion check. I'm trying to think how this would translate just into. I guess this would be more of just like a regular D20 roll, because you're not really trying to persuade them. So just to see if they've got it. So Tim, if you want to just make a D20 roll.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
So
It's not very persuasive.
yeah, so it looks like
May I
right
have
now-
persuasion? But it's a 0.
Yeah, it's not a persuasion thing. Yeah, it doesn't look
Okay.
like they've got what you're looking, that particular item.
That's fine. That's fine. Do they have potions of healing?
Staff of the Python.
What's
or staff of
well?
the
Let me look
python?
up staff of the python. Potions of healing,
Fine.
actually, that's a player's handbook item, so that would be fine.
You're cool with that?
Yeah.
All right.
To see if they actually have a staff of the python. Let's see. Come on, D&D Beyond, pull this up. Here we go. That is uncommon, interestingly, not rare. So looks like you'd only need a 15 or higher.
So what am I doing here?
Just doing a D20 roll.
Oh. Okay.
Actually, go ahead and make it with a. You know what? You can both roll with advantage since you guys have affinity with the Harpers. So,
Ooh, there
holy
we go.
shit!
Oh, can I redo my D20 then?
You can do a second one, yes.
Yeah.
You know what, Paul? With the natural 20, they actually do.
Yay!
Yay!
So let me see. That's basically an uncommon item. I gotta find the right
Snake-
frickin' magic.
Snaky 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Staff of the Python. That is off table F.
Well, you know you got to give them a now. You got to name this one.
So go ahead and roll a d6.
D6.
So normally would be about 400, so you can get it for 200.
Wow.
That's kind of amazing, actually. That staff is only uncommon.
Yeah, I'll take it. I can. Yeah, definitely. I'll do it.
All right.
Platinum pieces is 10 gold, right? Per
It's-
platinum.
Yes,
Okay.
It's wild to me that that's uncommon.
I know that seems
It's
pretty
weird.
OP for an uncommon item, but yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll take it.
Yeah.
I suppose it's only usable by clerics, druids, or warlocks, so it's less like, just somebody walking along the street picking it up isn't going to use it. I'm sorry. So Tim, your second roll was a 10. Unfortunately, for a rare item, you actually
Yeah.
need 20 or higher.
That's what I figured. No worries. A potion of healing at 50% off is 25 gold.
Yep. That sounds fair.
Just in case anybody wants to buy one.
Is anybody else needing something in particular that they want to check for? While I have this up.
Potions of healing of any type?
Tim just did those. Yeah.
Okay, you got those? Okay.
Yep.
Well, but I could always. Wouldn't
They're
hurt to
25
get-
gold each.
Okay. I will take. How many do they have? Do they have 10 available?
I'd say
I
go ahead
took
and
2.
make a d6 roll to see how many they have.
Okay.
Six.
All right. I will take 6. 50. 500. Sweet.
Okay, and it doesn't look. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about complications where buying a magic item. There's like if you put up the word like you're on the street. Word on the street is I'm looking for a magic item. There's a possibility that there could be like a purchase complication, like the item is a fake planted by an enemy, or the item is cursed by a god, or something like that. I'm going to say that the Harpers actually screen their magic items before they hand them out to members for use.
So what source book are you reading?
This is from Xanthar's Guide.
Wonder if I got it. I bought everything like an idiot, but you know. Oh yeah, I got that.
Yeah, it's in the big downtime activity type thing.
Do they have any dust of disappearance? That would basically turn me invisible. It's a consumable.
That is also an uncommon item. Go ahead and make a D20 roll.
All right.
15 or higher. You can do it with advantage.
All right. Damn. Oh, with advantage?
Yeah.
I'll roll another one.
Not quite.
It's worth a shot.
Not currently in their inventory.
It's kind of a cool way to do it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it was the tricky thing
like
is
it.
like, you know, it makes sense to do like a charisma persuasion if you're like putting the word out on the street. I was just trying to think what you could map this to skill wise, and it's really not anything skill related. It's just kind of chance.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's that way. I mean, there's really no way you could get like 25 or higher for very rare, or 30 or higher for legendary. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Right.
But you know, if you got a natural 20, you know, Paul could have found like a very rare item or a rare item if he was.
Okay, I take it back. I want to get a rare item.
Well, actually, let's see.
If we're playing this, then
let's
I'm gonna
see.
start
What's
going for items.
Since magic items are so rare here, we don't get them. I never look, right?
Right.
I never. What are they? I have no idea. You never get them. So why do I even? Look?
Since the other one was uncommon and you did get the natural 20, okay, let me try magic item table G. Make a D100 roll, Paul. See what kind of rare
D100
item
roll.
you come up with.
82.
82 looks like that is a staff of healing.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want that instead of the snaky?
The snakey's gone.
I bought that.
Yeah, the snake was an
you
uncommon item, so he.
Oh, so this is another purchase.
Yeah, he bought that, but it's
Okay.
Usable by a bard, cleric, or druid.
Yep. And that
Sure.
cost,
We have a bard and a cleric.
since it's rare, would be roll 2d10 for the cost on that.
2d10.
Okay, so that would normally be 4,000. 2,000 would cover it with your affiliation.
2,000. Oof. I think
Okay.
it's a really good thing. Obviously, we can give it to the cleric, or either one of us could use it. But, so how much?
got-
Is it? 2,000. 2,000.
I'll kick
I
in
have.
6,000 or 600. I mean,
I got 500 gold.
I
And
got
then
93.
we got-
93 platinum would get us 930.
we got party loot too.
Yeah, we have a lot of party loot.
We've got like
Oh.
three 500 gold piece gemstones in our possession.
okay.
That'd cover
Well,
1,500.
we could use those. That gets us most of the way there.
So let's do that. Plus, was it 50 50 platinum pieces? I can cover that.
Okay.
Running
Yeah,
out of
let's
money,
do
but
it.
that's okay. I never use it
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. So otherwise, it's just taking up space in the bag of holding.
That's
Okay.
right.
So now we got a staff of healing.
Yay.
I'll take
Yay.
some winged boots while we're at it.
Winged
I was looking at those too.
I want those.
Winged boots look like those are uncommon. Well, make a d20 roll. See if they've got it. Nope.
Am I at advantage?
Oh, yes.
or
Sorry, with
no?
advantage. Hey, yes. Actually, they do.
Ah,
Nice.
So go ahead and roll d6.
all right.
500.
I
So
missed out,
250.
right?
250. I got that. I can just I'll buy some winged boots for 250.
Yeah, that seems really low. Again, that's uncommon. We'll have to see. I mean, let's draw the line there because it feels like I'm just handing out candy here.
You get a
Yeah.
magic
I'm
item.
sabotaging my own campaign.
Everybody gets a magic item.
Well, you guys have helped them out before, and they still feel a bit guilty about the whole teleportation incident that we won't talk about. So,
Not that we would bring that up again or anything like that.
nah.
Hey guys, you remember that time where you sent us to who knows fuck where? Yeah.
Well, that was the
great.
Cloud Giants, so now maybe this will be your chance for some
Yeah.
payback. Okay,
There
so
you go.
that's that'll be enough for now, I think. Again, if you do get the Cloud Giants and you get the if you get the Dragon Eye back from them and return it back to Moongleam Tower, they will basically give you a 15,000 gold piece credit towards anything.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, but we could get more for that on the black market. Yeah.
Mirror getting all calculating over here. Oh my god.
There is another section for
What's
selling a
going on?
magic item, which is basically the
Right.
reverse, and then you get to
Right.
deal with
Oh my god.
complications and all that.
Right.
Okay, so you guys are then going to go to Lynn Armal. Let's take a break here. You guys can kind of
Yeah.
finalize your planning, and when we get back, we'll pick it up from there. So,
Planning.
Planning. Sounds good.
all right, I'm going to go to my
don't plan.
non-labeled break screen now. All right, so we should be back. Testing. I think I'm still off Kyle's mic. Can you say something, Kyle?
Yep.
Okay, I can hear you. What about everybody else? No, I've got nobody else now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, now I have to unmute everybody separately. Okay. Oh, God, I really hope
Okay.
that it... Oh, man, I really hope that you guys' audio was recording on the
This
previous...
entire time? Oh, that'd be something.
That would suck. Oh, boy. Okay, well, we'll see if I post a session this time or not. Man, this is just a cluster, you know what. We'll get the second half. Okay, so to summarize, in case the first half of this abortive attempt didn't actually record anyone's audio but Kyle's and mine. So the group made its way to Everland. They met with Archmage Crowan and exchanged stories and found that they had tracked down the castle of, or the fortress of the leader of the Cloud Giants, named Countess Sansuri, who apparently had been behind the theft of the Dragon Eye back when the characters were last in Moongleam Tower. And by all accounts, Cloud Giants are more reasonable than Fire Giants. And the group was thinking that, hey, perhaps we can go and negotiate in some way rather than trying a full-on assault. Because if Countess Sansuri is one of the giant lords, she actually may be in possession of a conch. And so I'm still not 100% clear on what the group's plan is in terms of negotiating, what they're going to negotiate for or what they're going to say. But
So what we're going to
Yeah.
negotiate for is saying, if she agrees to an audience, saying, we know what caused the ordning, we know what's going up on with King Hekaton. He's currently missing, and if you are willing to assist us this could be a prime opportunity for the cloud giants to ascend to the top of the giant hierarchy, if you're willing to help us.
All we need is your conch.
We just need to borrow it. Once we're done, we'll bring it back.
Okay. So
that's the initial thought.
That's the initial
that can all
thought.
go to hell as soon as we get there, and then we'll be who knows what.
So that's the thought. Again, details as far as what you know. This fortress, which is called Lin Armal, it is a floating castle, much bigger than the one that you had previously visited with Zephyros, who really just had a floating tower. This is actually a fully fledged fortress castle. It's on a floating cloud, and it's heavily guarded from what you understand. Lots of cloud giant guards on the walls and big crossbows or ballistas or something, and there's definitely griffins that have been spotted by the scouts from Moongleam Tower who have pinpointed where this thing is. But it is presently located in the Evermoors and not too far away. So after taking a long rest and recuperating and getting some magic items from the ever helpful Harpers, you guys are ready to depart. So if there are any other last minute preparations you wish to make, now would be the time.
Could we also tell them that we met Zephyros, and if they could maybe communicate with him to establish our credibility?
I get the sense Zephyros is a little bit of a rogue.
Loose cannon?
Yeah, is the sense I always got from him. I don't know if that would...
Right.
It's not a bad idea, but I'm not sure how well that would go over.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so if there's nothing else that you wish to do beforehand, the party can make...
Baldry's going to take out a life insurance policy.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be bad.
Do the Harpers offer that?
Yeah. 50% discount.
Yeah, all right.
Free resurrection?
Yeah.
That probably would be something more along the lines of the Emerald Enclave.
Right.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I believe that you, Valdry, had said you were going to maybe do another sending to Golden Fields?
I did, yeah. Yep.
So do you wish to do that before you set off, or are you going to do that on the way?
I can do it on the way.
Okay. In that case, you collect your dragon cultist crew members who, are really bored as hell, but,
But they're still alive.
They're still alive, and they're obviously still willing to ferry you about. So they make the ship ready, and more or less within an hour or so, it's ready for takeoff. So you guys clamber aboard and set sail for the Evermoors, which is located due west. Looks like it's it's only about 115 miles, so about a half a day's travel only to get to the general area. Let's see. So you're in the air. Don, were you going to do your sending right away or later on?
Yeah, I can send a message now.
Okay, and who are you trying to contact?
I look at Mirror.
Can I roll a check of something
to see if we remember someone from Golden Fields?
Well, Abbot Dorovic, would have been probably the person you were most familiar with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Abbot Dvorak. You don't need to roll, Dave. You would remember him because you pretty much grew up with him. So.
Right.
And you would have met. You guys had conversations with him when you were there. So.
Yeah.
He would.
But I'm gonna. The message would say, greetings from Mirror and Groot. Inquiring any info you have on Hill Giant
Stronghold.
Stronghold location.
Yeah, the actual name of the place is Grudhaug.
There we go.
Which I'm assuming you would reference, not just like
Yes, yeah.
a generic hill giant, if there is more than
Yes.
one.
Yep.
They would likely remember that attempt to find it. So the abbot receives your message, so he is still alive, and he replies saying, "Greetings, no luck yet locating Grudhaug. Feel free to visit.
Hey.
Bring food." No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Miss
bring.
you.
We got good berries.
Bring wine.
Okay.
So that's you send that out as you're sending.
Mm-hmm.
The Evermoors, again, it's kind of a big swampy area. Let me see if I can look this up here. I actually haven't done much research on the Evermoors as a general location. But it's fog-shrouded hills, cold bogs, rocky ridges, and small peaks. Now you guys are flying way above this, so you guys don't have to deal with a lot of the crap that you normally have to deal with on overland travel. That you do pass over some like crumbling ruins of castles or towers or things of ancient bygone realms and so forth. You don't spot much that's living. And before too long, you see off in the distance, there's some more clouds that seem to be lower in the sky than others, which you think might be your destination. And you get about, let's see, I think it's about, oops, if I pick the right tool and roll 20. Oh, come on. Get on the right layer. There you go. So you get maybe about 2/3 of the way there, and you spot a winged creature approaching from a different direction. From the southeast. And looks to be flying pretty much right towards you guys. It's currently probably about a mile away, but it's otherwise the sky is empty of anything, so it's pretty easy to spot.
I ask our crew members, can you wheel us around so we've got our harpoon facing the approaching creature just in case?
Yes, they can do that. They'll have to stop, the propeller, so to
shoot on
speak.
sight.
Get them going in that direction, but the wind can carry them, continue carrying you in that direction. You're just going to slow down a little bit. But yes, they can turn it about and face in that direction.
And I say, man that thing, have it ready to fire.
Yep, so you've got, oh, Jesus. Hang on. Stupid updates
we
came
don't
up.
want to attack it.
No, but I want to be ready.
Yeah.
So there's a harpoon gun and then there's a ballista. I've actually added basically a character for the airship that details like how it all works and
Sure.
what it's like AC hit points and everything are. I mean, they're separate. The gondola has AC 13, 250 hit points, and it has a damage threshold of 10. The balloon has AC 11 and 50 hit points. So
Right,
definitely
okay.
that's the worst of the two. If the balloon pops, you're going to drop.
Yeah.
It also then has a harpoon gun, and it's got a ballista. So the ballista is in the aft, and the harpoon gun you can actually attach a rope to. So I don't know if you would want to do that. It comes with a winch, 500-foot coil of rope, and
Probably not in
nice.
this case, no.
Yeah, we could like shoot at a dragon and he could tow us along. Nice. That would be a rough ride.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so this thing is approaching. Is it probably too far away? We can't tell what it is exactly.
Hang on.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's coming towards you. So if you wait, it'll reach you.
I get out my spyglass, which I have not used before.
Okay. Yes, you can definitely see that. Well, let's see. It's still probably about maybe 1,000 feet away, but it is. Let's see. What size? It's a large size winged creature. It definitely looks longer, like it's got a long tail and a long neck. And it's vaguely kind of greenish in color.
Oh.
Green dragon, run! Can we blow harder on this thing to make it go faster?
Is this perhaps?
Oh, that one that we encountered.
Well, we were told about Old Gnawbone, the female green dragon in the Crypt Garden Forest.
Ah, there we go.
It's the only female. It's the only green dragon we've been told about.
Yeah.
Heard about, yeah. And someone told us not to trust her.
If you guys want to make a survival check, that might.
Sure.
I mean, I did good on that last time.
Survival, or you keep calling it survival.
Yeah, there we go. It is survival.
Yep. Groot, definitely. Based on what Mirror has described to you,
Oh, Jesus.
the creature flying towards you is large in size. And everything you'd heard about Old Gnawbones is that would have been a much more mature dragon, so therefore probably much bigger.
Okay.
So probably not the dragon.
Yeah, it might be one from the. I mean,
We're flying. There's nothing we can do. Let's prepare and watch.
Yeah,
Let's let it approach.
Yep.
See what happens.
Keep watching.
I mean, they're intelligent, so maybe they sent it out to talk to us. Who knows?
We'll see.
So the harpoon basically functions basically like a ballista. So it's essentially got a range of 120 feet / 480 feet. So the dragon is now basically within long range. So if you wanted to fire at it, you could do so, but you'd be at disadvantage.
No, don't want to fire. Don't want to do that yet.
Okay.
Should we get like a white flag out or something, maybe? Not surrender, but some kind of signal.
Well, let's see what it does.
Right.
Okay. It keeps flying closer and closer, and it pretty much flies right at you guys. So it's not slowing down in any way.
Do we see it better now?
Yeah, it's
green
definitely it's a younger green dragon.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna move you guys over to a map of the balloon.
And you said it came from the southeast, not from the direction of the cloud that we saw.
Correct. Right? Yes, it came from a different direction.
All right.
So this map, excuse me, this map is not as big as I would like it to be. So distances are not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What I will do is I will put a yellow on it when it's at longer range and a red if it's out of range.
Okay.
And I got to move it onto the token layer here.
I tell the harpooner when he gets in range and wait till you see the whites of his eyes and let him have it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I will do, I will go ahead and pull up initiative and let you guys make a roll.
Don, can you send to something you can see?
Let's see what the details are on that.
Because I'm wondering if you could just send to it, like.
Yeah. Let's.
What is your intention?
Yeah.
We would like
do you have to know them?
No, it Oh, a creature with which I am familiar.
Oh,
Ah,
okay. Crap. Oh, it's right in front of you. That's familiar.
That's getting pretty darn familiar, right?
Oh, I never cleared out the from last time. Hang on.
kill him
Yeah, these drow suddenly show up out of nowhere.
again. Ah!
Okay, I think that's Groot. I've got you on there twice. Which one was your recent roll? 5. Okay.
5, yeah.
Okay, so there's that.
Didn't show up on our end.
Serendian and I've got you on there twice.
Oh, I only rolled one.
Yeah, it's not showing up on our end.
Oh, this is weird.
Yeah, it's not
It's
showing
strange.
up on
I
ours.
don't know why it's showing
Yeah.
up twice on mine, but not on. I see on.
That happened to me in my last
Weird.
session.
I had a 20.
Okay, let me clear out the dupes
just-
here. So
You could clear it when you just.
no,
try
it's okay.
again.
I've got you on there once. So I see mirror on the
Okay.
actual one. I've got Mirror, Groot, Serendial, and Samril. Just need Don on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
Click your character.
So I click. I just have to roll initiative. Let's see what. Oh my God!
Wow.
That's one of the best
Nice.
initiatives I've rolled in like 2 months.
Right.
Okay, so this will be nice and quick with only this number of combatants. So right now it's let's see. So I said I'd be using yellow. Did it show? It's not showing, is it? Come on. Okay, never mind. I won't use yellow because you can barely see it. I'll use brown for
There we go.
Okay.
disadvantage.
Is the distance scale accurate on this
No,
map? or
well, like I
not?
said,
No,
I would
said no.
ideally this map would be like 10 times bigger, but then
Gotcha.
you wouldn't be able to see your
Okay.
token. So that's why I said
Right.
so. With this brown token on it, it's basically at disadvantaged range for the harpoon.
So my bow and arrow is 150, 600. So I have a longer range.
Yep.
But still, it's pretty far away.
Let's see. I would say, let's just say that I'll keep track of this with a separate thing. Let's just say he's about 300 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get my bow out, ready an arrow, and if he attacks, I will unleash my fury.
Okay. All right, and
Yo,
Baldry.
Fury. I've got the longest range thing I've got is 120 feet, so he's gonna have to get way closer before I can do anything. But I will ready a firebolt
Okay.
if he gets to within 120 feet. Whose phone is that?
Oh, that's mine.
Mm.
It's a call from Spam Risk.
Perfect. Let's answer.
Take it. You
Yes.
should take it.
Yeah.
Hello, this is George.
And Kyle's wearing a spam T-shirt. I don't know what is.
Yeah.
It is.
What were you dialing there?
Uh-oh.
You got caught.
Shit.
Did you
It's
get
on
that
to
at,
me.
Did you get that at the Spam Museum?
No, I actually got it at the Minnesota State Fair.
Yeah, nice. Sweet.
At the spam truck at the Minnesota State Fair.
I'm going to Minneapolis on Memorial Day.
Nice. In June, I'll be flying through there. I have a stop there.
Right.
Okay, so we're up to Samril. What were you going to do?
I'm gonna
Kill it?
ready an action so that if he's within 120 feet and attacks us, I'm gonna cast a spell. Unless those two conditions are met, I'm just gonna kind of keep waiting. Even like next turn.
What spell are you planning to cast?
Hypnotic pattern.
Okay, so no, talking to Samuel, say, all right, I will not shoot fireballs at him if you're going to do hypnotic pattern. I will let Samuel go first
Okay.
before I unleash mine.
Yeah, but I'm gonna wait until it appears that he's going to be
Attacking.
attacking as
Yeah.
well. Not, I mean, if he's
Attacking and
friendly,
within range. Right.
yeah.
Okay. Then Serendil.
God, I still want to try to talk to it, but I guess I will.
Anyone who speaks dragon in our party?
All of us. I thought.
No, I don't.
Oh, come on.
No, I speak Elven and Common.
I don't.
And Jive.
Yeah, I do not speak dragon.
I mean, I could prep a lightning bolt.
Well,
Oh,
he
yeah.
can speak. Well, he
as a
speaks.
contingent.
Dragons can generally speak common, can't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I mean, I'd prefer to speak to it, but I can prep a lightning bolt if you guys
Sure.
want, so that when it gets into 100 feet, I zap it.
Yeah, prep it.
Maybe.
Be ready.
Well, it's just going to be hard to talk
Well,
to once I've zapped.
Yeah, we need a spell of sound
Let's just see
amplification.
what he does. If he breathes
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
find out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll just wait. Maybe I'll wave my arms at him like this.
There you go.
I hope he has good
So he's
eyesight.
like, no,
Hello.
he's a flying dragon. He should be able to see far.
Hello, my friend.
Okay. He continues flying closer. He was about 300 feet away, and he flies at a speed of 80, so he gets roughly 140 feet from the airship. He's kind of coming. He sees that harpoon pointed at him, so he's kind of like veering around a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know I can't remember what the longest range is you guys had ready to actions to trigger, but he's right now at about 140 feet away.
All of us pretty much said unless he's attacking.
Okay.
So. Yep.
Yeah.
Groot.
I'm following the party's lead,
Okay.
waiting, saying, I'm going to wave like Tim. Hello,
Yeah.
Hey, man.
dragon friend person thing here.
Yeah, the international sign of please don't breathe on me.
Yeah.
Glorious creature.
Okay, so we're back to mirror. Are any of you guys going to do anything different than what you just said? If not, I'll
Nope.
scoot through.
Pass us by. Yep.
Okay, so he will then be able to essentially draw right up to you guys. Let's see. Just seeing where you guys are. All right, so he actually, it looks like he's flying under the balloon,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
he gets to about here, and you see him kind of rear back like he's gonna basically breathe on the deck.
Okay.
So if you guys had ready to actions, that would trigger them.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So,
Son of a
so
bitch.
first
Yep.
Yeah, so let's go through them in, I guess, in initiative order. Mirror, what was yours to
Sure.
shoot?
to shoot. Yes.
Yeah, so you
with
get
my
one
bow.
Yeah, you get one shot with your bow.
One opportunity.
What do you
So
mean
just-
one opportunity?
Oh, one shot, one opportunity.
So this is like so I don't get my 2.
No, it's
Oh, okay.
it's your
This is-
reaction. So you get
Got it.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. All right. Here goes nothing.
17. It bounces off his armor, his natural scales.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. I knew it'd have to be pretty damn good.
Then Valdry.
I was gonna wait for
Wait.
Samral
Yeah.
to see
Yes.
if his hypnotic pattern was successful or not.
Okay, so Samral, you would be next in order.
Yep.
So he needs
So,
to make
hypnotic pattern.
DC 14.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Wisdom
Yep.
save.
Worth a try.
Probably pretty wise.
He got a 24. Wow.
Yeah, he could have rolled bad.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's worth a
right.
try.
He got a natural
All
20.
right,
so
okay. Well, so then, seeing that fail, that would trigger my guiding bolt.
Correct. Yeah.
Come on. Clink,
16 also bounces off of his armor.
cloink.
And Serendial, you didn't really have a specific action ready, did you?
Well, I was gonna originally cast lightning bolt, but since I wanted to wait and see if he was gonna
Be a
be
dick
willing
or
to
not.
talk to us, I was, I would
Well,
assume.
if if that was your ready to action, I mean, you basically
Yeah,
would.
that's what you said.
Yeah, if you said you're basically, and he's definitely looking like he's going to be hostile, so that would be a sufficient trigger.
All right, then I'm gonna lightning bolt his
Okay,
ass.
so this is like a deck save, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a dex
Okay, so
for
he's going
half.
to try and kind of like veer out of the way of the lightning bolt.
God damn it, that's two
A
ones. and-
one.
2 1s and 2 2s. That's a shit.
He rolled pretty crappy on his save though, so he's going to take all of it. So, bolt of
All right.
lightning courses through him. He kind of jitters in the air a
Nice.
bit, but does not take him down.
I yell, "Why don't anyone talk anymore, you son of a bitch!"
Okay, so he's basically going to fly over and strafe the deck. He.
Do I get? Oh,
Oh,
You're out.
yeah.
Yeah, Groot gets to go.
oh yeah. If you readied an
No.
action, then yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you
No,
get
I
your
go
reaction.
after him. No.
But you
So-
still can use your reaction. That's what
Right.
readied actions are.
Yeah, if
Correct.
you
Oh.
specifically
that's
readied
what
an
we're
action
doing for
against him,
reaction.
then yeah.
There you
26 hit.
Yes,
Yes.
that finds its mark. So 8
go. Nice.
piercing damage.
And he
Okay.
dies.
No,
It
he
hit the
does not.
It hit the magic scale.
Right.
But he is going to breathe on the deck, and basically he's going to loose it like right here, so it's going to be essentially everybody.
Yeah.
So he's
go
not going to
figure.
be in melee range, which wouldn't matter too much since most of you guys had ranged weapons anyway at the moment. So he breathes a poisonous gas cone. So basically everybody on the deck will need to make a saving throw. I probably should have added the cultists into the initiative now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I will quickly do that.
Oh yeah, does anybody shoot the cannon?
Well, nobody.
Well, he-
Well, somebody said that they were going to do it. I don't remember who said that they were manning it, but that would have.
We had a cultist manning it.
Oh, I didn't.
Right.
Okay, I didn't realize that then. Well, okay. Well, we'll say Nizeroth was the one. Let me add these
Sure.
guys. Come on.
If you want to do them all on one
Yeah.
turn order, that's fine too. Because I figured somebody would be directing them anyway.
I guess I didn't have a named cultist. So we'll just say cultist.
How apt. The dragon cult and a dragon is attacking us.
Okay, so he would be above Serendial, and Delphine would be above him. Okay. Yeah, they. Well, she probably. Well, actually, he would be on there too. They didn't really have a ready to action though, so.
That's fine.
Well, I guess neither of I guess the two, the one on the ballista and the one on the harpoon, would only be able to fire if the dragon passed in front of them, and he's
Correct,
kind of going in
correct.
between them. Okay, so Constitution saving throws. The DC is 14.
Oh, jeez.
So what is the saving throw? Dex?
Con.
Constitution.
Con.
This is against
Ah! I knew I was going.
poison,
Yes.
acid, poison.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you made
Oof.
your save, you take half of this. So
Ah,
39 if you failed. 19 if you made it.
Yikes.
18. Sorry.
That staff of healing's gonna come in pretty handy.
Yeah.
No, 19. 19.
Yeah, it's definitely 19. You were
Yeah,
right.
no kidding.
Second guessing myself. This is poison damage, if it matters.
We don't get the poison condition though, right?
owie.
No. It's just poison damage. So then he basically does a
should've drank
flyby attack, and that's as far, I think, as he can go. He could go 80 feet, I think. He'd be basically right on the edge of the other side of the balloon.
Whoops, sorry. I'm gonna cast that. If just FYI. That's my plan.
Okay, well, it is your turn, actually. So,
I'm gonna cast that.
Yeah, good call.
so you will take then advantage on saves, and you have resistance,
Have
so
resistance to poison. Yeah.
so half damage in future attacks if they come.
Or
Okay.
quarter damage.
Mirror, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna try shooting again, and it's been injured, so I'm gonna make him the hunter's mark. Ignore that colossal slayer part. Yeah. Hey,
20
hit
hits.
with the second one. So
21.
yeah, so 15. Colossal Slayer is 5, so 21 plus the 5 for the hunter's mark. So 26.
Okay. And the error finds its mark. The arrow finds its mark.
Yay.
Okay. Voldry.
What range is he at right now?
Right now he's at normal range. Let me take the purple or the brown
Yeah.
off. So he's as is.
Okay. But so is he within 60 feet or 120 feet?
He's 37.4 feet away from you.
Okay then. Well, that makes a difference. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to try Toll the Dead on him.
There you go.
Wisdom save. He failed.
Nice.
So then he takes 16 necrotic because he's been wounded.
Awesome. Yes, he has.
Okay, he howls in anger and somewhat distress. Samuel.
I think I'm just gonna try another hypnotic pattern.
Okay, another wisdom save for him.
Yeah.
21.
Damn.
God, he is rolling well.
Well,
Yeah.
on that one anyway.
I'm gonna move down here.
Let's see. Delphine just kind of shouts her orders at her crew to shoot it if it gets in front of their the front or the back.
Shoot.
Unfortunately, the dragon isn't positioned either way, so they're just gonna kind of ready. And I guess now they'll ready in action to fire if it does get in the path of the. Actually, you know what?
Do they have any other weapons besides the big things?
Not ranged weapons, no.
Okay.
Serendial.
Oh man, I'm pretty hurt, but
Yeah, here. Same here.
I'm gonna firepower it up. I'm gonna cowboy up. Zot.
Yes.
Another lightning bolt. Dex save.
I got the same damage
This
without.
time he made his save, so he takes half.
So he takes 11.
Okay. He's getting crispy. Yeah, okay.
Not Crispy enough.
Well,
Right.
it looks like he's not really. You guys are a little bit stronger than he anticipated. So he actually just keeps flying.
Okay. Dick.
Yeah, he
Dick.
just keeps on going. He gets basically another 80 feet, so he's probably about 150-ish or so feet away, same direction.
He was
Okay.
34 because you measured. So that's 80 and 34.
Actually, no, it would be a double move, fly, so
Oh,
it'd be
right.
160, so it'd be
Yeah.
190 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, damn it.
It's out
So,
of my
Groot?
range.
I don't. You said it was 100 and some odd feet. What?
190 feet away.
You
190 feet.
yellow
What's the long?
bastard!
Oh, sorry, I don't know the distances. 150. So this would be disadvantage. My miss.
Yeah, mirror.
I'm gonna just take a pot shot at him because why not? Disadvantage.
17 bounces off his armor. You almost got him.
Yep. Almost. Yeah.
18 still hits. Yep.
Nice. All right. So
There
I
you
gotta
go.
do my hunter's mark again. So 14, 18, for 24, 29.
29.
Shunk.
Okay, yeah, he's looking actually pretty wounded, but he's still flapping away.
Right.
Valdry?
He's outside of any range that I've got, so I'm gonna go over to Serendil, and I'm gonna touch him with my staff.
Ooh, shiny new toy to
Ooh.
play with.
Mm.
Yes.
You could do everybody with the mass cure wounds.
Yeah, true.
I could do that.
That's at 5 charges. It's got 10
Yep.
to start with, so and it
Yep.
recharges every morning.
Yep. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
could
to-
definitely use it.
Me too. I'm down half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm down half. So yes, I will use my staff o'
Oh,
healing.
you know what? Hang on.
Okay.
I never saved for the crew members.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay, so Nizaroth is dead,
Oof.
Oh.
and
Does anybody have
Yes.
Delphine is
Revivify.
also
Okay.
dead.
Ooh. I can do 2 revivifies.
Good.
Okay, well, there's 2 dead.
Yeah, do that first.
Boom.
Okay, so which one are you revivifying?
I'm doing them both because I have 2 slots. I can revivify them both.
Okay, well, you can only do one per round.
Right. So I will do.
Who's the leader? That Josephine or?
Delphine was the leader.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will do her first, and then on the next round I'll do the other guy.
Okay, what does that get you with 1 hit point? Okay, so she's
Yep.
conscious, laying on the deck, going, "Oh God, that sucked." Yeah, Nizaroth is still down. Samril, he's still 190 feet away.
Alright, well, I'm gonna do what all good bards do, and I'm gonna grab mirror, and I'm gonna dimension door on top of the No, just kidding.
I would love for you to do that. I would polymorph it
God.
to an ape and do it.
Riding.
Drew would love that. I was figuring out, did I jump on him?
Grab Groot,
Oh my god.
dimension door on top of him. Going in, Groot.
That would be freaking awesome.
No, I'm not gonna do anything.
That threw me
Oh
for a
my
loop.
God.
I actually wouldn't be that bad because I do have feather fall, so if once he died and we were falling down, I could just save us, or he could turn into something that could fly. So it actually wouldn't be that bad.
Sorry, Mirror, I
I'm
just
not-
had the one dimension door. See ya.
I'll write him down. I wanted I wanted dragon scale armor anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you can
I'm not gonna do anything.
scrape it
I
off the
don't
pavement
think.
with your own remains. Okay, so that Delphine gets up off her feet and like shakes her head and goes over to see if there's anything that you could do with Nizeroth, but Nizeroth is
I
dead.
tell her I'll take care of him.
Oh, okay. She
Oh.
says, "I assume you're the one that brought me back. If so, I'm deeply in your debt." Brasek can't quite turn the ballista far enough to fire, so that means Sorendil's the next one to act. Still 190 feet away. It's his turn next.
Yeah, I mean, unless I could pull out a bow and shoot it.
Right.
I mean, I have a longbow.
You
but...
could flourish it and fire.
Yeah.
All right, sure, I'll give it a shot.
Disadvantage shot.
Nice.
hit.
No disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
yeah.
Wah, wah.
Womp, womp.
Wah, wah. Okay, so then it's his turn. He gimps. You can see that you really kind of tore the shit out of
Kick the shit out.
So yeah, he gimps the rest of the way away and scarpers off.
Goes off
Nothing
to
to do with that. He was
Damn
not
it.
anticipating you guys
Turn
being.
into a giant eagle to go after him, but that wouldn't work out very well for me.
Mom, I got beat up.
So yeah,
so
unless
my vote next time there is any kind of winged creature that's going to attack the group, we send the crew down below decks.
Yeah, good idea.
They don't have
Or
enough
we
hit
just
points.
dimension door on top of it with the gorilla.
Yeah.
Pummel the shit out of it.
That's what I was saying.
Could just put your hands over his eyes.
Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
okay, so I'm taking us out of combat. The dragon flies off in pretty much the opposite direction. So
Okay. I revivify our other fallen crew member.
okay, so Nizeroth wakes up at 1 hit point, and he's also like, "Damn, what stinks on here? Who let one go? Oh wait, that was a dragon."
That was me. Mirrors, silent but violent.
And Delphine says, "Yes, you can thank our esteemed patron here, Valdry, for bringing you back from the dead." And he's just like, "Oh, that really sucked."
A little bit.
A little bit.
So then I'm going to use the staff to do the mass cure wound. I'm going to expend 5 charges.
How many does that heal?
6
That's
people.
good.
6
6
people.
people.
Alright.
So do I just roll like
3d8,
1d8?
3d8 plus your spell casting modifier.
So who are you picking?
So Serendial,
Yeah.
Mirror. Who else is down?
I'm down. I'll just.
Aren't we all done?
The 2
Yeah.
cultists definitely need.
All right, the 2 cultists. Well, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Mirror, how bad are you still? Are you not bad?
I'm at 51 out of 90.
Okay, Samuel, how are you?
I'm at 48 out of 67.
Okay, so I'll hit the front, the front of the airship. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm at 14.
So that's 20 plus my spell casting modifier of is 6. So everyone
26.
26, yeah.
No, your spellcasting modifier would be
Oh.
what, 18 or a 20. What's your wisdom?
Oh, right. Wisdom is God. Wisdom is it's 3.
So 23.
23. Everybody, those 6 people get 23 back.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Why can't anybody see that?
So And I can spread around some healing too, but if we're okay, then
Yeah, I think we're. I mean, I'm at 74.
I'm only down a little bit. Yeah,
okay.
I've always got preserve life. I can use that twice if necessary.
I'm down 19, so I'm not gonna say no, but I don't need much.
You could take the rest of the one charge and spread that 40 around, right?
I could. So I will do one. Yes, I will do one channel divinity and spread 40 more healing goodnesses around.
The cultists are at max, so if
Okay.
you're by person, you don't need to include them in this last one.
All right. So Sam will take what you need to top up.
That's 19.
Okay. So 21 left.
I'm down 16.
All right. Well, why don't you take 16 then?
Thank you.
And then 5
Groot.
left.
Groot, you need some more?
I'm at 64 of 80.
Yeah, take that then.
Ooh, it puts me at 69.
69, dude.
Nice.
And then I'll hit myself with one. I'll hit myself with one of my.
Stop hitting yourself.
I'll hit you with an arrow.
Ow! With a cure wound for me.
I moved my hunter's mark to Valerie.
So, hey, what? You jerk! So that gives me 7 back. That gives me 81. So I'm pretty much topped up. So
There you
all
go.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of paper over the bruises
Next
and
time a green dragon asks if you're a god, you say yes.
respond forcefully. All right.
So once again, we are reinforcing the notion that if we see it,
Kill it.
Yeah.
kill it.
If it moves, kill it.
If it moves, kill it.
Fire
Unless
first.
that- yeah.
Lightning bolt first. Ask questions later.
Yep. Oh, you should have approached us waving a white flag if you didn't want us to.
No, he
Right.
just very severely underestimated your power.
Sure.
He just saw, ooh, bright, shiny red lollipop. I'm going to attack this. Interesting that he didn't attack the balloon, because
Right.
from what you know of
Yeah.
green dragons, they are actually pretty intelligent. They have like an intelligence of 16. So he, yeah, it's hard to say, but it could be that maybe he wanted the craft for himself. Didn't want to like damage it directly, because the poison wouldn't have really damaged the structure at all.
Right. Yeah.
But
It's not like acid or anything.
no, exactly.
Right.
It's poison breath. I think the black dragon is the one that has acid breath.
So
Eesh.
now I know the next time we see a green dragon, cast protection from poison right away.
Yep. Good object
There you
lesson.
go.
Yeah, that was a fair amount of damage he did. Even, I mean, and he's just
Right.
he was a young green dragon. I know it was 12d6 poison.
Yeah,
Not fun.
jerk. All right.
So, yeah, they turn the ship about and resume, get back on the treadmill and start putt-putting back towards the castle. And you were not far when this occurred, so it's probably, like I said, you could actually probably see it. Well, probably, maybe not. You see some clouds anyway in the
They
distance.
probably saw us fighting it, and now they're scared.
No, you were actually probably about 40 some miles away, so probably not.
Damn.
But it does become cloudier, and it does become a little bit more difficult to find. So you actually do spend, as you get closer to the area where the scouts had reported that they had last seen it, you do need to kind of do some searching about. So I think what I will do is have you guys make well, one of the party pick somebody to do a wisdom survival roll.
I'll do that.
I got a +6 to mine.
Yeah,
same.
You do it.
Okay, go ahead.
One of you two.
Well, if you want to cooperate,
Yeah.
you could do the whole aid thing, and then one of you could make an
Okay.
advantage
Yeah. Sure.
to kind of try and navigate around this cloud bank.
So is that an aid? Do I need to roll a 10 or higher, or is that not what I'm doing?
Well, if you were the one that was going to roll, then you.
No, I
take
was
the
going to
check.
aid Dave.
Oh, well, then you don't need
Right.
to make a roll.
Oh, I just.
Alright.
Oh, you just say you're aiding and you're done.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
19.
Okay, so yeah, 19 is pretty good roll. You actually do spot that there's a one cloud bank that seems a little bit darker than the others, which might imply that perhaps it's actually more dense and more
Sure.
than just water. So you just make a few altitude adjustments to the aircraft, and you pull
Head
up.
towards that.
Yeah, so you're probably about a mile away. Again, there's still lots of clouds about, so if you guys wanted to stay like undercover, if you will, you could. But you know that if you rise much more out of this cloud bank, you will kind of pretty much announce yourself because it is still day. It's probably about 2 p.m. by this point.
Well, that was kind of the plan, wasn't it?
Right.
That
We're
we
not.
pop up and
Yeah.
wave white
We're not trying
flags.
to infiltrate.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Do we just sort of hover around till they notice us?
And I would say, yeah, let's have
Yeah. Right.
let's wave some white flags, kind of
Okay.
something like that to indicate that we come in peace.
All right,
Sure.
so you raise out of the cloud bank so that you're actually within sight now. Again, you're still about a mile away. So
Surface.
yeah, exactly. It's like a submarine coming up out of the clouds, and it's
Yeah.
actually
Periscope death, Mr. Sulu.
it's actually pretty cool looking. I would think from from the the perspective of the castle, it'd just be like this red ball that comes out of this
Right.
cloud and just kind of
What
flows
the
off it like a
hell?
mist. So you approach slowly. I mean, it's 8 miles an hour, so it's not like it's zooming towards it in any case. Mirrored through your spyglass, you can spot that it's. Well, let me see here.
They raised an alert.
Yeah, it's kind of like a tiered. It's like two clouds, a bigger cloud and then a smaller cloud. On the bigger cloud is this castle. It's a pretty big ass castle, rising out of it with several towers and levels. Some of the levels have like what look like gardens growing on them, while others have battlements and ramparts.
Sure.
You can spot cloud giants manning the ramparts, and they definitely have seen you. You see them, definitely they're pointing kind of siege weapons at you, but they haven't fired or anything yet. Then the second cloud is what looks like it might be kind of the entryway / landing platform for you guys.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
And they're adjoined by kind of a longer bridge.
Sure.
In fact, I'll just kind of move you guys to that map, and I'm hoping this works because I really don't know for sure if it's. Hopefully, it doesn't reveal the whole. Nope, it didn't. So it's a big ass map,
Wow, yeah.
Okay.
but that's kind of the second level, if you will. There's like the ground level, ground being the cloud, is actually
Right.
below, is lower than this, but this is kind of the level at which this there's a stairway.
So this is like the landing
Is this
area.
the landing
You
pad?
could land. You could try to land here. There is actually a stairway, leading up to a set of double doors. So it depends on how you want to
Got it.
approach
Okay.
this.
Yeah, we don't want to be threatened.
Yeah.
So you quite obviously see this, kind of this stairway leading up to a front gate. If you wanted to like approach the front gate, these buildings here and here, they basically look like they have like murder holes for more ballista.
Sure.
Sure.
And you
Holes.
see there's two cloud giants on this kind of platform, so to speak, and you see two smaller figures by this gate here. There's two cloud giants on this Rampart. There's a cloud giant
Yeah.
here and
There
a cloud
and
giant
down
there.
there. Yeah, if we
Right.
can land over here, I think that would be good.
Let me see if I can. Controlled by. Oh well. Oh, that's I gotta. Never mind. I'll just move it over. So, why don't you ping the map where you want to land the airship?
I think we'd have to like out here, you know.
Up there.
Well,
Or do you want to go
well,
over
that's
here?
I'm seeing
clouds,
bubbles
right?
everywhere.
we'd want to land on the
Boing, boing,
stair.
boing.
Like here, I would think, because we don't want to appear
Yes,
threatening.
yeah.
We want to be visible.
Well, the stairway itself would be tricky to land on because
Right.
it's a
That's
stairway.
why.
Well, can we land here
Yeah.
without them trying to kill us?
Well, that's what I
Ah,
want to
I
figure
would-
out is where you intend to land, and then we'll see what actually.
Well, how about we fly up here and then shout down, "Hey, can we land there?"
sure. We're not attacking.
Okay, so
Where would you like us to land? We would like. to
okay,
visit.
so you fly close enough to these giants who are
Shouting distance, sure.
yeah. Give me a second here. I lost my.
We'll let our diplomat handle us.
Who is our diplomat?
Well,
I've got +5 on persuasion.
I have
Alright.
+6.
Then I think Samuel should be the speaker
Yes.
of the.
So we seek an audience with your exalted Countess Sansuri.
Okay, so the cloud giants that are on there, you'll have to kind of shout. I'm assuming do you shout in common to them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. We seek an audience with the Countess.
All right. Yeah.
The exalted, the great Countess. Listen, you gotta,
The beautiful
we
Countess.
gotta ask Kiss
Her
like you would.
exalted and gracious.
now, I mean, we all speak giant, right?
No, I do
Oh.
not.
Okay.
Some of you do.
I do.
I do, yeah.
I do as
I
well.
speak common, elven,
Okay.
and jive.
Yeah, well, Samroll does, so
Hey,
that's
who's
good.
bud?
I mean, I could shout down in Giant. Even.
Okay,
Do
well,
that.
go for that.
So that's what I'll do.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
actually
I'll
shout
shout
down in
you.
giant. And what do
Yeah.
you say?
We seek an audience with the exalted, whatever her name is.
Countess
Sansuri.
Sansui.
Sansuri.
Sansui is a car stereo.
Sansui.
Sansui.
She's got 100 watts per channel.
Hey.
Ah!
I had a kick-ass Sansui stereo
Yeah,
back
so
in
did
the
I.
day.
Oh no, mine was a
Remember that?
Clarion. Okay,
Mine was-
so if you shout down in giant, make a persuasion check. Or diplomacy, whichever you'd like.
Not terrible.
Okay. All right. So the cloud giants, you see, these guys are, very large. They're actually huge size. And each of them has a morning star at their side, and they also both have a rock each in one hand. So,
A rock. You got a rock.
yeah. Well, for them it's a rock. To you, it's a friggin' boulder.
Yeah.
But they do not throw the rocks. They just kind of indicate, like, kind of in the direction of, like, the front of the castle to, like, land somewhere over there.
All right.
Okay.
We will guide the driver to land there.
Put, 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 put.
Okay, and hang on, I gotta find some other dude here whose token is not in the area that I thought it would be. Hang on.
Sorry, wife just got home.
No, that's good. I think we're pretty close to calling it here. I just want to get the
Yeah, sure.
ducks in a row here because you will
Yeah.
be greeted.
And then you can plan a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of the thought. That would probably be better.
Which benefits us all.
Yeah, I had no idea which direction you guys were gonna go today. Is that him?
Now would be the perfect time to push the dimension door. with
Yes.
Giant
Yeah.
Right. And I'll notch an arrow quick.
Okay, that's him.
Well, shit, you did as much with your arrow as I did with my lightning.
Right.
bolt.
All right, so you
Uh-huh.
guys land the airship, like basically right there,
Mm-hmm.
and I will
Okay.
have your tokens here too. Just give me a second. I'll put you like on the stairs.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
And the giant guards,
Get out their walkie-talkies.
well, the gates open up, and the giant guards are right on the inside, and they are actually flanking another giant who has approached from the inside, who you didn't see while you were landing. Wait a minute. Oh, those aren't
Uh-oh.
giants. Those are frickin' air elementals.
Yeah.
Oh,
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 still, they're guards.
Okay, so never mind. They wouldn't. Okay, so you,
Somebody was out
the
there.
guys that were waving you were actually probably the ones that were over here.
Sure,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I was not zoomed in far enough. I thought those are giants. Those are. See, this is a really good thing. We're postponing until next week, so I can actually like see what the hell these tokens are.
yeah.
Yeah, the air elementals wouldn't have understood what the hell you were saying. But this guy does. This is a giant. He's dressed in, fairly official-looking garb. Looks like he might be kind of a high-ranking giant. The other stone giant, or excuse me, the other cloud giants that were manning the battlements kind of had more traditional, I guess you could say, like guard outfits on, like utilitarian type guard outfits. This guy is dressed a little bit more regally, and he opens the gates for you, and he says, "I bid you welcome to Lidarmal. What is your business here, and what can we do for you?"
We
okay, Samuel.
We
Yeah.
gratefully thank you for allowing us to land, and basically we believe that we can come to an agreement that benefits both of us and perhaps allows the cloud giants to ascend.
I don't think he needs to know all that.
Okay.
yeah, we
Shut up!
All right.
We want to meet with the count.
Yes.
We want to meet
Yeah,
with the
we want to meet
Yes.
with
countess.
Chop Suey.
Countess Sansuri. Oh my
Chop
God.
Sensory.
They want to meet with Countess Setsui.
Sansuri.
Switching.
Yeah.
San Francisco cocksucker!
God.
Countess Chop Suey.
Okay. All right. He says, well, let's see if we can arrange you a meeting. Why don't you come on in?
Well, thank you. That's very
Thank you,
gracious
sir.
of you.
So I think that's as good a point as any for us to leave it.
Yeah.
He kind of leads you across the courtyard and in the direction of the main gates, and I think that's a good spot to call it a day. So next time,
Yeah.
Does Admiral Akbar appear and say,
it's a trap. Our clouds can't repel firepower of that magnitude. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for putting up with me as I get all this crap situated here and fixed, and hopefully next time I'll actually have like
No worries.
text on the screens and my audio. will
Hopefully
work.
that
One of the cultists is launched by the ballista, and he comes in. Ah, I can't control it.
Twang.
hopefully that first half recorded.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and review the footage, but if it's not,
Right.
well, I'll pick it up after the break and we'll
No,
get it somewhere.
yeah. We expect voiceovers
Yeah, right. Okay, I'll
for all
Some
that.
really good ones. Yeah.
We'll ADR it.
Actually, it'll be
Yes.
funny if it's just Kyle and my voice on the whole
Right.
thing. Everyone
And
else is just
everybody's-
mute.
You can have us do the voiceovers.
All right.
Yeah, it could be like a Hong Kong movie.
Oh,
event.
Hey guys. See ya.
Watch
Hey,
a fight.
Phil,
All right.
All right.
I'm
Thanks a
gonna be
lot,
late
guys.
for
We'll
your
catch you
game
next
week.
time. Have a good one.
All right.
Sorry, what
I'm
was
gonna be
that,
late
Phil?
for your game next week. I got a family dinner, so probably 7:30 for me next week.
Okay,
Wow.
should be
Okay.
fine.
See ya.
All right.
Have a good one,
Yeah.
guys.
And
Bye.
Everybody, have a good one.